Hello student, today I am going to start your chapter 2 atmosphere. In this chapter, first of all, we will understand how many realms of the earth. There are 4 realms of the earth. Number 1, lithosphere, which comprises the solid portion of the earth. Second, hydrosphere, which comprises all water bodies on the earth. Third, atmosphere, which comprises the blanket of air around us. And the last one, biosphere, which comprises the living world. So let us start our chapter. Introduction. The blanket of earth surrounding around the earth is known as atmosphere. Without air, Earth would have been a lifeless planet. It not only supplies air and water to plants and animals but also protects them from the harmful rays of the sun. The atmosphere stretches above the earth to the height of more than 1,000 kilometers. It is held in place by the earth force of gravity. Gravitational forces are stronger near the surface of the earth, and therefore the density of air is greater near the surface of earth. As we go higher, the air starts spinning. Ultimately, it merges with the space. Composition of the atmosphere. Air is a mixture of several gases in different proportion. The composition is as follows: nitrogen 78%, oxygen 21%, and other gases 1%. Some dust particles are also present in the atmosphere. Nitrogen, the most abundant gas, is useful for the survival of plants. Atmospheric nitrogen is converted into nitrogen compound by nitrogen fixing bacteria present in the soil. Plants absorb nitrogen compound and convert them to protein. Animals take this protein by eating plant or other animals. Nitrogen returns to the atmosphere when denitrifying bacteria act on the animal waste and the dead bodies of plant and animal. Oxygen ranks as the second most plentiful gas in the atmosphere. It is essential for the survival of plant and animals. Living beings need oxygen to breathe and stay alive. Green plants produce oxygen during the process of photosynthesis. Carbon dioxide are used for plant for making its food, so the carbon dioxide is used for during photosynthesis is replaced by the carbon dioxide released in the respiration by organisms. Thus, nature has space to maintaining the balance of the gases in atmosphere. However, human activity disturbing this balance by polluting the air. Fact: the tropopause and stratosphere were discovered by Leon Tisserand's the boat, a French scientist who was the first person to launch hundreds of weather balloons from his observatory. Structure of the atmosphere. The atmosphere can be divided into four distinct layers: A. Troposphere, B. Stratosphere, C. Mesosphere, and D. Thermosphere. Now, troposphere. The lowest and the dense layer of the atmosphere is known as troposphere. About 3/4 of the mass of the atmosphere is contained within this layer. This is sphere in which changes related to weather condition occur. It protects Earth's heat of sun during the day and keep the earth warm at night. The extent of the layer about 18 km above the equator, but only 8 km above the two poles. Most of the water vapor, dust particles and cloud are formed in this layer. The upper limit of the troposphere is called tropopause. Next, stratosphere. It lies above the troposphere and extends to about 15 km above the Earth's surface. There is a gradual increase of temperature in this layer. This is the layer where the air travel is safest because there are no bumping pockets of air. Therefore, aircraft usually fly in this space. It also has an abundance of ozone gas which protect us from the sun ultraviolet rays. It is called ozone sphere, which is quite warm due to absorption of these rays. The upper limit of this layer is called stratopause. Mesosphere. It lies above the stratosphere and extends to about 80 km above the Earth's surface. Here, the temperature decreases with the height till it reaches -100 degrees Celsius. This layer has the lowest temperature at the atmosphere. It is the coldest layer of the atmosphere. The upper limit of this atmosphere is called mesopause. Thermosphere. Thermosphere lies beyond the mesosphere. In this layer, the temperature increases rapidly with the increase in height above the main sea level. It is estimated the temperature at the upper limit of the thermosphere reaches up to more than 1500 degrees Celsius. The air is very thin and holds little heat. One does not feel warm even at such a high temperature. The thermosphere protects us from the meteors and obsolete satellite, as the high temperature can burn nearly to the earth. Thermosphere can be divided into two parts. The lower part is known as ionosphere and the upper part is exosphere. Now, ionosphere. Ionosphere. It lies above mesosphere and extends up to the height of about 400 km above Earth's surface. It contains electrical charges particles called ions, which help in transmitting communication signal. Radio waves are reflected back to the earth from this layer. The communication satellite help in transmitting the signal back to earth. The temperature rises rapidly with altitude. In this temperature near the North Pole, this phenomena is known as aurora borealis and the northern lights, and near the South Pole this phenomena is called aurora borealis or southern light. Exosphere, the outermost layer of the atmosphere, is called exosphere. The air thin in this layer until it ultimately merges into outer space. The temperature increases rapidly into this layer because of solar radiation. The temperature increased with increase in height and may reaches up to 4500 degrees Celsius at its outer limit.